Thou still unravished bride of quietness, thou foster child of silence and slow time, sylvan historian who canst thus express a flowery tale more sweetly than our rhyme. What leaf-fringed legend haunts about thy shape, of deities or mortals or of both, in Thames or the dales of Arcady? What men or gods are these? What maidens loath? What mad pursuit? What struggle to escape? What pipes and timbrels? What wild ecstasy? Heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard are sweeter. Therefore, ye soft pipes play on, not to the sensual ear, but more endeared pipe to the spiritualities of no tone. Fair youth beneath the trees, thou canst not leave thy song, nor ever can those trees be bare. Bold lover, never can thou kiss, though winning near the goal, yet do not grieve. She cannot fade, though thou hast not thy bliss. Forever will thou love, and she be fair. Ah, happy, happy boughs, that cannot shed your leaves, nor ever bid the spring adieu. And happy melodist, unwearied, forever piping songs forever new. More happy love, more happy, happy love, forever warm and still to be enjoyed, forever panting and forever young, all breathing human passion far above, that leaves a heart high sorrowful and cloyed, a burning forehead and a parching tongue. Who are these coming to the sacrifice? To what green altar? O mysterious priest, leadst thou that heifer lowing at the skies, and all her silken flanks with garlands dressed? What little town by river or seashore, or mountain built with peaceful citadel, is emptied of this folk, this pious morn? And little town, thy streets forevermore will silent be, and not a soul to tell why thou art desolate can ever return. O Attic shape, fair attitude, with bread of marble men and maidens overwrought, with forest branches and the trodden weed, thou, silent form, dost tease us out of thought, as doth eternity, cold pastoral. When old age shall this generation waste, thou shalt remain in the midst of other woe than ours, a friend to man to whom thou sayest, beauty is truth, truth beauty. That is all you know on earth, and all you need to know. The poem is written in 5 stanzas with a stanza length of 10, as is common for odes. The rhyme scheme is slightly different. The first 4 lines of each stanza are set to A, B, A, B, but the next 6 lines vary between C, D, E, C, D, E, and C, D, E, C, E, D. The difference exists for a reason. While the first 4 typically describe images on the urn, the ones that follow explore their immortality. It's written in strict iambic pentameter. Each line is of 5 iambs, an iamb being a metric structure that consists of an unstressed syllable followed by a stressed syllable. The greatest odes of the 19th century were Keats' 1819 odes, On a Grecian Urn, On Indolence, On Melancholy, to Psyche, and to Autumn. Widely believed to be the result of Keats' effort to create a new lyric poem structure, these odes are rich and complex, written within a rigid structure and in extremely pleasurable language. Ode on a Grecian Urn is among the most beautiful of all dedications to art. As against how To a Nightingale played with the fluidity of music as a form of expression, this explores the immortality of a static piece of work. What does it mean for something static to be powerful enough to traverse the time-space continuum? That's this ode, and it's rather remarkable given that its inspiration is all of a marble piece of storage. He opens by describing the urn as a beautiful bride, a child of the quiet, a historian who can story tell better than a poet. He wonders what tales and legends are carried by the urn and what their characters might be. Deities, mortals, or both, and if those tales were of pursuit or escape or ecstasy. He moves on to another picture in the second stanza, a boy playing the pipes. Because it's a mere image, he suggests that the tunes are not meant for the physical senses as much as they are for those of the imagination. And since the boy is a painting, he can't ever leave that place or stop playing. There is a boy chasing a girl, and though he will not have her, he will always have her love. There are richly verdant boughs in the next image with leaves that will never shed because, well, it's a piece of art. And much like the boughs, the boy will always pipe music, The boy and the girl will always be young and happy in love. Their love will not be weighed down by sorrows of the heart or maladies of the body. It will live on and on, ever vibrant. The fourth stanza carries a last image of the urn, a bovine sacrifice at the altar, dressed in silk and adorned by garlands. He imagines the towns of people that emptied out, towns by the river or the sea or the mountain, and streets of these towns, they will be empty forever in unexplained abandonment. The final stanza of the poem addresses the urn directly, made of marble and decorated by men, maidens, and forests. In its silent form, it leaves its audience to their fantasy. And when this generation is long gone, the urn will remain in the midst of different sadness as a companion to man, reminding him that beauty is truth, truth beauty. And I believe that it's in those final few lines that he begins to talk about art more than just the urn in front of him. Poetic dedications to art are often an elevated level of creativity and linguistic ability. From Ozymandias to Chapman's Homer to Robert Frost's subtler takes on the creative process, they are littered across literature, and every time that you stumble on them is an experience in itself. Ode on a Grecian Urn, at least for me, is one of the best that there are, in how it takes a piece of art apart, all the way down to how it came to be, in its effortless fitting into the ode structure, the evocative imagery powerful enough that you can be led to imagine a scene from before what's on an urn that's not in front of you. I said this for Ode to a Nightingale, but I'd say it again in a heartbeat. It's everything you'd want in a pleasurable reading experience. It's a profound theme too. Rather than hinging on momentary appreciation, it explores the immortality of great art. Casey Musgraves once sang, "There's all kinds of magic it's hard to believe, and there isn't any greater than what results from when the human imagination dances and sings in joy or in sadness."